Hello and welcome to Roll to One. I'm the Dungeon Master. We're going to play D&D. I like Ravenloft and scary stuff, so we're going to cut right to it. Get ready for tonight's episode of The Crow's Curtain Call. After stepping out of the black carriage, the party was met at the door by Strahd's chamberlain, Rahadin. After being welcomed into the grand interior of Castle Ravenloft, the party was asked to wait in the guest hall. There, they met Escher, a bard and consort. He alluded to them the necessity of wearing the clothing he had prepared for them, and so the party was helped by Sasha to change into their well-tailored evening attire. Once they were properly adorned, they were brought to the dining hall, where a tremendous organ was being played by the Count. He concluded his original piece and welcomed the guests to the table. Introductions were made, and introducing Strahd's bride's court and dinner guests: Anastasia the diplomat, Ludmilla the spell mistress, Valenta the trap mistress, Esther the composer, Gertruda the singer, Cyrus Bellevue the butler, and of course Strahd von Sadovich himself. During the dinner, conversation ensued. The information was acquired. Conversation with Strahd offered Duncan 250 platinum to leave Barovia forever or become the captain of his guard. Shiv's deity, the Bright Nighter, was revealed to be a drow goddess by the name of Selune, and Thomas was offered immortality. Vasilka made it known that her creation was designed for Strahd, and then Gertruda revealed herself to be a woman of vocal talent trained by her mother before being taken by Strahd. The party then noted her, Rahadin, and Cyrus as the only other living members of the dinner. Also of note, Lucian Petrovich was permitted to attend, but something kept him away. Then the group was given a tour while little attempt made to show the castle in refurbished light. Following the tour, the party was permitted to dance and have conversations with the dinner guests. Strahd made advances on Thomas and offered to prolong Duncan's life should he spend the night with him, while Thomas managed to procrastinate the plan of action. Valenta took Duncan to see one of her masterpieces, a room filled with thousands of bones and skulls, including one of a deceased dragon. Escher, passing along a note to Thomas, claimed to be an ally, while Shiv assured Vasilka that he could sing. Once the evening came to a close, Strahd informed the party that they were being allowed to leave in order to help find and kill his enemies in Barovia, Rudolf van Richten and Mordenkainen. The party then left, and Rahadin assured them that he would keep them safe from the Count as long as he could. They returned to the road in their carriage and then made a plan to return to the Blue Water Inn. So now you guys find yourself at the intersection in outside of Ravenloft, that big pathway, and also you could go to Vallaki. What's up?
I fucked up. Pressed the wrong thing.
Okay.
Just wait.
So go back to the so now?
No, I'm just gonna... And then, let me redo. Do you remember where you were?
I was just saying so now.
So, okay.
So we finished it.
So let me go back to this. Turn that off real quick.
I lost track.
Alright, and then say, so now, from there.
So now, from here, you guys find yourself at the intersection outside of Castle Ravenloft and the area of the main Slavich road that will get you basically from west to east across Barovia. So to the west, to the southwest, you have the way that would get you back towards Vallaki. To the southeast, it would be towards Barovia, and to the northeast would get you towards Vallaki. Yeah. So you guys are now at this intersection. You had initially kind of started to start talking. You're on an exposed carriage with a single horse pulling you.
We have a map.
And
We do have a map.
Otherwise, you are... you were promised safe passage to Barovia, but now that it is approximately to Castle Ravenloft, now
Yes.
it is quite nighttime. It is approximately midnight. It was a two and a half hour party. It is around midnight right now. So, I mean, it's probably a little longer. Time is timey-wimey in there. Very difficult to sludgy. You don't quite remember exactly how long you were in there, which is intentional. But you do know, looking up at the the sky, it's midnight. So that's something you cannot deny.
Mm-hmm. Dark is normal.
Dark is a normal thing here in Barovia. Mm-hmm. All right. So what do you guys do? You guys
How long did it take to get back to Vallaki?
Yeah. That's
How many miles do we travel an hour? 3?
On horseback? 4.
4?
Carriage.
Yeah, the carriage. There's a penalty to stealth naturally, so I'm just gonna give you the fast.
All right.
11.
Duncan gets both their attention.
Remember, Vasilka is with you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hey, let me see your eyes. Duncan looks at everyone's eyes intently.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
Investigation actually would be better here. Excuse me.
Sorry, yeah, take any dice you need.
I'm doing math.
Perception, you said perception?
You can either do perception or investigation. It's up to you.
Gosh, I don't know where anything is.
Yeah, you got it. You're good. It's gonna be on your little skills.
It's gonna be a perception check, and it's wisdom. It's a 12.
12 is good enough because you're like right there, and they're willingly letting you look. Like your eyes are open.
I'm
the thing is though is that you probably wish that you had a little more light.
Mm-hmm. Shiv's going to ask, what are you looking for?
I just called it a health checkup.
How important is this health checkup?
Shiv, would you mind bringing up a light for me?
Sure.
I can bring up a light.
I touch you. You now have dark vision.
Okay.
Snap.
I look in their eyes again.
Okay, go ahead and make another roll, this time with advantage.
Oh, there we go.
I found my good dice.
Sorry, I'm doing a bunch of math.
Okay, so dirty 20.
Okay, so that's great. Are you looking for what I think you're looking for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Neither of them have been placed under the effect of a vampire's charm.
In Basilica?
Basilica is just as dumb as before.
Okay.
Oh, she's not that dumb.
Her IQ is being developed as she exists.
Not the best of answers, though.
Okay. Well, my friends, I'm going to speak loudly.
What? Sorry.
Shan't we go on our way to Barovia? I think we're going a little far down the wrong path.
Well, we're not closer to Barovia, says the map.
Aye, but our Lord Strahd bid us to visit Barovia, so we might not want to stray from the path.
Why?
Yeah, it
Because
takes a little under 4 hours to get to Barovia.
I don't think we should be disobeying
He didn't
the
say
Lord
go
of this
now,
land.
did he? He said
He
go-
did. He wants to see you in the morning.
No, I told him that I would go the day before the audition, so we got a couple days.
All right. Well,
Mind you, you're also, it takes a little under 4 hours to get to Barovia, but then also, if you ever want to go again, you have to make the same trek all the way back. So this is
8 hours, yeah.
It is up to you whether or not you do want to make, like, you've already made most of the journey and you're well fed.
mm-hmm. Well,
Mind you, that would put you in Barovia at 4 a.m.
I'm just going to make
So-
the case.
We're not going back to Valaki?
Oh, not quite yet. Shiv, you might want to go, but I think I'll,
Moreover, I'd like to go to the north side of that lake. I've heard there's a wizard there who a certain someone doesn't like.
I would love to kill that wizard too.
Kill? What?
Yes, I think.
Oh, can I look at his eyes?
Go ahead.
Do I notice him look at our eyes?
Yeah, he said, "Let me see your eyes."
Can I look at his eyes?
Sure.
You
Make
do
a
also
perception
have dark
check.
vision.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Thomas has dark vision now.
I handed it to all of you.
So
So
I have
basically, by the way,
advantage?
you guys are like riding on this carriage slower now as this conversation happens, just to determine whether or not you want to go, which direction.
Wisdom help,
But
yeah.
also, like, there's no torches being lit or anything. Like, as you have dark vision, you probably snuff those because it ruins your dark vision.
1
Do
hour.
I roll perception with advantage?
Yeah, because of dark vision. In this context, you're like right there. So
Yeah.
God, those are so bad.
also, you don't know what you're looking for, so let's just go with the
Doesn't
first
help.
one.
Oh, so I rolled 2 once. Should I just reroll?
Let's just re-roll. Yeah, that's probably the most fair thing to do.
Oh, well, it's the middle of the two.
Perfect.
I rolled a 1 and a 5, and this is a 3.
Okay,
So
it's
9.
9. You don't know what you're looking for. You don't see anything off about Duncan. You do passively incite that he is speaking for someone else's benefit.
Why
Because
do
you're
you want to
charismatic.
kill the Mad Mage?
Well, I'm not going to kill the Mad Mage. I'm leaving Barovia. I'm leaving this whole place. I'm
Okay.
taking my platinum.
Something's wrong.
Aye, Thomas. Nothing. I grab him by the shoulder.
Shiv,
I grab him by
don't
the
look
shoulder.
at you.
Thomas,
He's grabbing you by the shoulder.
nothing is wrong. And can I kind of do like non-verbal check or whatever that would be.
Are you trying to tell me something without telling me something?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I'm just making insight on Duncan. That was cock.
Yeah, it was cocked.
God, so bad. That's an 11.
You're really having difficulty with the fact that you can see in the dark right now. And so you're catching the reflections. Everything's in black and white. You can tell that Duncan is not under the influence of anything. He's not being like controlled. He's not being like placed under a spell. He's just being weird.
You don't want to kill the Mad Mage for Strahd?
I think of the two choices that I have here, I think it's best that I just leave. You take my platinum and leave. And I think...
Do you have the platinum already?
Oh, no. Once we go back to the castle, I'll collect it and leave. And never return.
Okay.
Just as you will return to the castle as well, and you, Shiv, will hunt down the enemies in exchange for immortality. So why don't we all just make our way to Barovia and find a place to sleep for the night?
Yeah, sure. I will do that. I will drive the horses. And I will head towards Barovia.
And you guys like
the map.
turn the wagon around.
Whoa.
And head back away from here and towards this region.
What is that dotted line?
That is a fantastic question that I will get to your answer in a very brief moment.
Show the viewer.
It took me a second. It took me a second, Duncan, to realize what was going on, but then I realized what was going on. I did. I was like, what's happening? Oh, I know what you're doing.
I mean, mind you, the shock of literally what just occurred is probably still there. And of course, your brain is just like, how do I get out of this scenario? But of course, Duncan, being the chess player that he is in this context, is like, there's a bigger
Duncan's
game.
winning. Duncan's winning the chess game. Maybe not. Maybe not. He's winning the chess game against Thomas.
Sure. Like, come on, buddy.
Thomas doesn't know what he's playing.
Okay, so you guys are at the intersection I on the screen, which is where you guys had just gotten off the black carriage, and you had turned around, you went back this direction. You then get to a little bit down the road, right? There's really no encounters that occur unless you're like in a forested region. So you guys are not too worried because you could look far and you see in the distance now with your dark vision, which is tremendous.
For an hour.
For quite a bit of time.
For an hour.
Okay. Yes. So then you continue to go until you get to, you see this little pool to your west.
Can you circle it?
Of course, it's the letter H.
H. What does that say?
That is right here in Sayre Falls.
Okay.
Sayre Falls. You see that the river goes to the base of this canyon, at the far end of which a great waterfall spills into a pool, billowing forth clouds of cold mist. A great stone bridge spans the canyon nearly 1,000 feet overhead.
Holy Lord.
So it's just like you look down, and it's just this deep river. This waterfall goes down into this like massive lake at the bottom. So like this lake looks small on your map, but it'd be bigger if it was higher up. So right, like it's just a very tremendous space.
Perception on the bridge.
Go for it.
Also perception on the bridge.
Dang it.
Why not?
Do we have advantage to dark vision, or we don't have disadvantage?
You don't have disadvantage.
Great.
10.
12. I hate this game.
I was just giving advantage because he knew what he was looking for.
So, 15.
15. You see that the chasm's walls are slippery and sheer. It can't be scaled without the aid of magic or climber's kit. The bridge is slick with moisture, but safe to cross. The road south of the bridge leads down the mountain, and the road to the north cuts through the mountain area to area
G.
To area
Something.
G.
Yeah. So that's where you find yourselves here. The bridge does not look like you're gonna like bump into anything. There's no like troll underneath or anything.
It's not rickety.
How does the
No, it's very well made stone.
does this shortcut save us any time?
Yes.
You cross the bridge, which is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Do you choose to cross the bridge? Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. So the other than the sound of the horse being heard louder, no change occurs. And it goes from being like back in the mush that is the ground. You do. I did say during, this is my mistake, but it is pouring rain right now.
Oh.
That's my fault. And also probably part of the reason why Duncan was talking so loud was because there is the pouring rain. And Let me actually do something really quick. Let me see if this does anything.
Oh my gosh, it's raining.
Yeah, there we go.
This is actually just Sayre Falls, but it does the gist.
I mean, it sounds like
it does
rain.
the gist. So now you're imagining your every conversation is kind of over the rain. So
Duncan, are you sitting next to me in the car?
Yeah, I'm up front with you.
it's a very like medium-sized cart. I would imagine it's literally 2 wheels. It sticks out the back a little bit, and then it's like a seat in the front, and then it's a single horse.
Great.
So the 3 of you can just barely fit in all this thing.
Oh well, are you in the back of the cart
With Vasilka.
with Vasilka?
I've
And
given
we
Or
her
can-
4 of you. My
I've
bad.
given her one of the
What's
toys.
Can I
Her
like
makeup's
try to whisper to Duncan as we drive?
I would say you can talk at a normal volume, and you recognize that not even Shiv can hear you from the front.
Okay.
Like that's you know what I mean. Like it's
Cool.
raining that
Cool.
hard.
Cool.
Okay.
Duncan, are you yelling because you're scared of people listening?
Scared would not be the word I'd
You're
use.
just paying attention.
I think we ought to be a little careful for what we say and where we say it from now on.
Okay, are you actually leaving?
Oh, heavens no.
Great.
Are you going to go back to Strahd's castle?
Let's talk about that later.
No.
So as the ground transitions now into smush, would you like to go around through the forest and through the forest and the around way, which the road is going to be like, you see that this is like the main road,
You saw
and then
the
you see
map.
off to the side it looks like foot traffic and horse wagon traffic is heavy in both directions, but this path is only created by foot traffic and by wagon, not by the dirt and the stone that was placed in gravel to create the regular path.
more
So the
chance
main
of getting stuck.
the straight line, yes and no. The straight line is more just, this is the main road and you can expect what you can expect on the main road, but the other one, it like clearly leads to some sort of like well-trafficked area.
Duncan, do we
Okay.
take the shortcut? Does our map show the shortcut?
The map does not necessarily show the shortcut, but the map, your perception checks show the shortcut.
Okay.
Okay.
We can figure
Do
it
we
out.
take this?
Yes.
By looking
this
at the
is
map.
this will cut an hour easy off of our, maybe more off of our trek. I'm not going to count it, but I'm sure it's more off of our
I
trip to Barovia.
could also add another 2 hours if our wagon gets stuck.
I'm not worried about our wagon getting stuck. I'm worried about things that we have to fight.
Make a survival check.
Me?
As you both of you you're like, I'm not worried, and Duncan's worried. Let's see who's actually worried.
23.
20 or 19.
You're both slightly worried about getting this about getting it stuck. You do know that like amidst the rain, you're gonna get less rained on if you go on the main path, which is gonna be less wet. But you're also gonna have the tree cover, and then that presents its own challenges. Midnight in the woods doesn't sound like a very fun idea. So there are different worries, and you will alleviate one or the other by determining this. This is a literal split in the road for a reason, and both have consequences.
I feel pretty okay controlling the horses either direction.
I suppose we have 2 horses.
You have
The
one horse.
We have
The
1 horse. Awesome.
Is it horse?
Aye, let's take our chances.
All right. I will start leading down the not real road.
So it gets slushier, it gets sloggier, your horse gets a little slower, your pace goes from 4 miles per hour to 2 miles per hour as you cut through. And however, you do get tremendously quieter.
Oh.
So your wagon being pulled through here, you initially were hearing like all the steps and stuff like of your wagon, and it goes just into like, and because of the rain, you're just like invisible auditorily.
It's a little auditorial.
It's quite loud.
Man, that rain is
Matters.
booming.
I mean, I would imagine that like probably the whole region, you can hear that waterfall. I mean,
yeah.
I would say you absolutely would.
Since we're going along the river.
Yeah, for sure. Let me see if I can go to this sound just as this
Reflex
happens.
sound.
I'm gonna lose the rain sound, but I also want to have this sound. I wonder if I could do rain. There's got to be a way to do rain. I mean, I bet you could program it in. That's my fault. Didn't know that. My goodness.
While
You hear that in the distance, though.
Oh, I do.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The rain.
Hey, keep your ears open. When we need to, I can theoretically make us invisible.
Good to know.
Theoretically.
And not actually invisible.
Duncan gets his dagger out and has it turn into, like a bastard sword. Oh wait, that's huge, isn't it?
No, actually, I think the term bastard sword implies that it is not a long sword. It is not. It is a. In D&D terms, it's a long sword. It means you
Okay.
can either use one hand or two hands. A bastard
That's what I
sword.
thought.
A bastard sword implies that you can use one or.
Okay, so I turn it into a bastard sword.
Cool.
Long
So
sword.
if you use two hands, it's a D10. If you use one hand, it's a D8. That's something that you can do with it.
Okay.
And that's just long swords inherent in D&D, but the description would be in this case bastard sword. Yes. So then you move along. Moving along.
Huh.
The road.
Can I tell where that's coming from?
The road.
Yeah, can I make a
Is it like in the forest? Is it
Let me
up ahead?
let me describe.
Okay.
I won't put you guys into like danger that you can't
under
see
our
coming.
wagons
You'll
again?
have dark vision. You have spent a resource to alleviate an issue.
Hmm.
So I feel decent giving you this information.
Okay.
We might be 45 minutes in, though, but we still have it now.
Yeah, I rolled the random encounter, so it might happen, it may not. I'm just kind of determining it based around what I roll. So the road disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evident of the coming and going of wagon. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. As the rain begins to cease, there is a clearing here next to a river that widens to form a small lake. Several hundred feet across the lake is. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-top wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near the tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around a bonfire. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest's edge.
Did you say, was that just part of the description, or is the rain actually letting up?
The rain is actually letting up.
Ooh.
I added that myself.
Okay.
But the reason I want the rain to cease is that people will like begin to step outside, like to like fix the tents, and like that's the reason that this. But it's also the middle of the night, and these people are living
Do we
it
see
up.
these people?
They're getting lit.
Thomas gets visibly excited when he sees people playing music.
Yeah, you see people like
Yes.
people vibing, people having a good time.
Hey, I think we're okay. And we'll just keep.
It's gonna be
we'll just
okay,
keep
guys.
All
I'll
right.
keep going toward. And when we get close enough, I'll hand the reins to Duncan, and I'll jump off and approach next to the wagon
So
with my lute playing music. to
You
try
are
to-
wearing your riding cloak that was gifted by Strahd. Right? Yes, no, maybe so.
No,
Are
I
you?
probably took it
I've
off
switched
as
back
soon
into
as
my
we
clothes
left.
for sure.
Okay.
I probably changed back into my regular
It's
clothes.
interesting that you choose to do that, which is fine. I mean, obviously, so that was my fault. I didn't describe when you guys left. You guys have all your clothes, all your stuff. Duncan, you're missing a sock. Thomas, you're missing one of your buttons. And Shiv, a little piece of your clothing was ripped. I want you all to be aware of that.
Oh, that's not good.
Can I fix it? Hold on.
And then also, as you guys put on your clothes and all that jazz, you guys are fine now. But if you choose to in the rain, the cloth, the coats make you like not get wet. So that is your choice.
I'll get wet.
Actually, wait. Does Shiv have anything on other than the cloak?
You have a loincloth, I'm assuming.
Okay.
So that's really, I mean, what I mean is the loincloth
It
stuff.
was never made clear.
Well, that's because it's white. The cloth is never made clear. It's white. All right. Anyway, it was a bad joke. Getting this started early. There's a dog as well. Okay, so you guys see this in the distance.
So he hops off.
And they're vibing, getting ready, and then like the music starts in the circle, and you guys finally
But-
reach the area.
Oh, so is there no avoiding them?
They are, so basically they would be on your left towards the east. And there's really no avoiding the reality that you're on a wagon traveling past this encampment.
At midnight.
But they're all inside and coming out.
They're all coming outside as the rain begins like to cease. Wow. But in the
Cease
distance,
and
though,
desist.
what I'm saying is that just like they are coming out and then the party gets going. So like they were waiting for the rain to let up so that they could party, and it seems that the rain pushed back their timeline of when to party, so they all must have taken naps or something.
So I grab
Rain delay.
Thomas as he's hopping out, and just to Are you sure about that?
I'm not gonna. I could be the front man of this because these look like, even if they're pretending, they look like they're pretending to be my people.
That's okay. Why don't you just make us invisible and we can be on our way?
So I wanna save that for. I want to save that for if we can't talk our way out of a situation. You know, like wolves. We can't talk our way out of wolves.
Shiv's going to interject here. Weren't we looking for some Vistani girl?
All right, Thomas.
Yes. And Thomas will get his lute out and start to play as he approaches, trying to kind of play along with the song.
Literally.
Yeah, they're vibing. You hear, so there's like about around the fire, telling stories and guzzling wine, intoxicated and having a good time. You see 3 sober Vistani people resting on 3 of the 4 wagons, but leap quickly into action as you guys are like approaching. They're like, they hop off their wagon, they like step over, and one of them's like, what is going on here? Who are you?
Hello. We are just traveling through. I saw your party and I love music, and so I figured I would just say hello and let you know that we are no threat as we pass through.
Give me the thing. Give me it. Yes, yeah, that one. And this one guy walks over and grabs like a bottle, and he's like really serious. His expression tense, despite the music. His expression is tense. And he hands it to his buddy, and the buddy's like, "Have some wine and join in."
I'll take it. Can I smell it?
It's really good.
Yeah. Can I make an insight check?
On him, sure.
Just, yeah. 14.
I'm watching this very closely.
Smells totally normal.
Great.
He's fine.
Can I see if like they did something to it or during the handoff or something?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
And then I go party.
Oh, too far away.
Well said.
I go party.
Yeah, so you join in the revelry. They say, "This is
Thomas."
This is Thomas. And they like all are like, "Look, hey, this is like
And
meet all my friends."
Sing with them and only try to flex a little.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And I think there's like, you guys are like really making some decent music and stuff. And they're very like, how do I phrase it? It seems that this is like a bunch of people who don't seem to care how dark the world is.
Thomas kind of people.
Like they're just like having a good time. And the guy who's like guarding the place is like around your shoulder already, like singing along with what you're doing. And they're all having a great time.
I'll ask him a question as we're singing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know someone named Arabelle?
That sounds familiar. Yeah, yes, actually. That's what's his name's daughter, right? It was Argol and Luvash. That's Luvash's kid.
Have you seen her in a while?
No, they came through a while ago. Set up camp around Valaki, right?
Yeah.
Yes, hold on. I'm trying to recall information.
Well, we done.
So Thomas, you're just like gonna wait. Not Thomas, Duncan, you're just gonna wait.
Hopefully they're passing by.
I'm just watching. I'm letting Thomas do his thing because, I understand not to interrupt the vibe if it's going well.
And a vibe there is.
Are you keeping Shiv and Vasilka in the cart, or?
I assume that Shiv does not want to go party, and that Vasilka is probably better off not
But I want
engaging.
to party. That seems like fun. Look, Thomas is happy. Look at him.
I know Vasilka, but
I mean, I guess we did just drink and eat a lot, but I mean, come on.
I think it's your bedtime, Loss.
Make a persuasion check.
A parenting check.
I was like, what do I call this? This isn't animal handling.
Oh no!
What a good dad.
I'll help you.
You'll help me.
What do you say? What do you say?
It is late.
I mean, that's well said.
All right, here's the.
We'll see.
Oh, that really helped.
Oh, it did.
Wow. So that's a 23.
Wow. She goes, fine. And let me see here.
Shiv will give her another toy.
He
Okay.
just has a satchel of toys.
I do now. Remember Blinsky's? She bought like 8.
I love that they are like they give you access to everything. It's great. Okay, so the partying is going on, the revelry is going on, and as they say, one of them's like, "So, are your friends going to join us?"
No, we're just passing through. I just got bored, and so I figured I'd hang until they were like about to leave, and then I'd go join them.
Is that something that you have time to maybe sit around and tell a few stories? Stories are worth a lot to us, and a great one would be met with valuable information. So if you have one that's
if you're
good,
offering
then
information, keep the party going. Let me go discuss with my comrades. I'll be right back.
and the 5, 6, 7, 8.
And I'll run up to Duncan on the cart.
Okay.
So,
man.
what'd you find out?
Nothing yet, but they said they'd give me information if I told a story, or they want a good one, and that'll take like an hour.
We'll go tell him a story.
Okay, bet. I just want to make sure that you were okay with that.
Yeah, they
You
seem
guys can-
they seem to like you.
You guys can chill. I think
they-
you can kind of pass through and get right ready to leave.
Do they seem
then,
to like you well enough to stay here for
I can bring it
a
up.
night?
I can bring it up.
I'm just asking.
Let's find out. And I'll go back. Come back. Now, before I tell my story. Sir, what was your name again?
Before that,
Oh, sorry.
Shiv would like to roll a perception on Thomas. Because he saw that wine get drank, and also the weird stuff that happened in front of it. Basically, is he poisoned? Would that be perception or medicine? It doesn't matter. Either way, it's
Here, I'll give him advantage.
either way, it's a 19.
Oh, it's a night. Never mind.
It seems. I mean, there's no, you know.
We didn't discuss it
reason to
beforehand,
not.
so
Oh, okay.
Right. So I suppose that Thomas seems, while he's not under the influence of anything magical, having a good time with people that are like you never seems like a bad idea. So I think he's just very much like, man, y'all are a lot and you're great, but I want to hang with some people that aren't you right now. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I just think given the circumstance that Thomas just went through, this seems like a breath of fresh air.
right.
Let me ask Shiv. I'll be right back and tell you, and then we'll figure out if it's all right. And I'll walk up to that same man. What was your name again? I'm sorry.
What was my name? I have a name. My name is Balthazar.
Balthazar. Now, if I tell, what if I were to tell 2 stories?
Then you'd be met with 2 other stories.
Is there room tonight for us to make camp it's really late, we're pretty tired, my party.
Yes, add to the circle.
Okay. And I'll run back to Shiv, hey, come on. And I'll just wave him over, and then I'll go, and I'll start to tell, I'll tell the story of a monster hunter, who lost his eye to a werewolf.
Okay, go ahead and give me a performance check.
Pretty good.
Let me just, 30.
30? Holy cow.
That's the best damn story they've ever heard.
I mean, whether it's true or not, this is one that they'll be telling for ages.
What a yarn you've spun.
They are like... That was amazing! Like, just unreasonably excited about what you just said.
Party time.
And then the one says, "It was fated that you would come to this humble camp. You must.
Really?
You just seem like wonderful. I suppose I don't have that great of a story for you. I could give you. What kinds of things do you want to know? What are you interested in?"
Well,
Are we still in the?
You guys hop out of the carriage and like.
what do
probably
we want to
do.
know, friends?
Shiv and Vasoko questionable?
Huh?
You probably do. Shiv and Vasoko questionable?
Yeah. Well, before we hopped out of the car, I would have looked
Sure,
to
do your
Shiv. I would have said, "You mind in the cart? Make sure we don't get robbed.
Somebody has to.
I appreciate it." And so then, it's just me there.
Yeah,
Okay.
as you join the circle, it's very clear I'm making up a story about you. For sure. Like I talk about, he wears a hat, he's tall, all these things that are, and so, I mean, do with that what you will, but you very clearly
Well,
know that this.
you told it well enough that they might not notice it, but Duncan does.
I mean, as he approaches, I probably weave your entrance into the story and like that make them think that you're part of the story, and then pull it away from you as.
Yeah, so what kind of things you... Oh my goodness! This must be the Monster Hunter! Wow! You're the great one-eyed monster slayer!
The one and only.
Wow.
What do we want to know, friend?
Tell us the story of.
We have many things. We have dragons, we have wizards, and we have stories we have other things. It just depends.
Well, let's ask about dragons.
Oh, I love dragons.
Dragons.
Is there one here?
I don't. There used to be. There was a dragon that once looked over the region and had a conversation. I'm not exactly sure what the story is, but there is this mansion, and it is now haunted, and used to be the home of the dragon.
Home of the dragon is now a haunted mansion.
Yes, I believe it was the devil himself that kills the dragon.
Oh, and that's why it's haunted.
No, it is haunted because of another reason.
Oh, why is it haunted?
I don't remember.
Oh. Cool.
What else was it? Did the dragon leave behind anything? Usually they have great
Piles
stores.
and piles of money.
Oh, is it haunted money?
Yes.
Oh, figures.
Yes.
Now, one more story for one more piece of information.
Yes, of course.
Now, Dungeon Master, on a 30, can I have advantage on this one?
On a 30, I will lower the DC.
Oh, great.
So just roll a dice here. Roll some dice.
They're ready.
25.
25. Yeah, I don't really need to lower it, do I?
Well, I don't have.
Yeah, no, I know. I know.
Still just crushing it.
Still,
You
it's still
just
gross.
opening acted yourself.
I did. But the opening act is better.
So what's the second story?
It's about the alligator man who. It's the same one from.
Oh yeah.
From the Blue Water
Was it in
Inn.
the song?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So we have the alligator man, and we have the one-eyed monster slayer, and
Don't
then
think they've seen me yet, though.
They haven't.
No.
You didn't come out.
you
so that
are
one's
you
just
are
a
far
story.
enough away that probably no. But anyway, this guy says, "Step aside. I have a story." And then he's like, "You have awoken the great storyteller, Oregano." And
Oregano.
This guy walks up, who's evidently known as Oregano, and says, "A mighty wizard." He pulls out like a tome. And he says, "A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday."
Could be a children's book.
And he pulls open the tome, and you see coming out of the tome his fingers. He does a minor illusion, and you see coming out of the book is this character, and it's this bald man with a pointed beard and long purple robes. He says, he stood exactly where you are standing. Very charismatic man he was, though he could rally the people to Barovia against the Devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard peasant army fled in terror. And you see that they're fleeing in terror. It's like visually it's what you're saying.
We're watching a movie.
Oh yeah. And he says, and a few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice over the falls that you hear now. I saw a battle with my own eyes, and you see, as he comes closer into the firelight, he's an older man. And he says, thunder shook the mountainside. The great rocks tumbled upon the wizard, yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and he stood his ground. But when the devil's strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him throw 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river in search of the wizard's body to see if, he had anything of value, but the river Ivlis had already spirited him away.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember the wizard's name, but it sounded important.
Wow, what a story.
Thank you. You should have a conversation with my sister if you want to. She might know more. Yes. Well, you see, I'm Oregano, but the reason I have chosen such name is because my real name is Alfred Ava.
What's wrong with Alfred?
I like that name.
Perfectly pleasant name.
It's the Ava. People think it's girlish.
I feel you.
Yeah, like Mr. Ava? No.
I think it's
masculine.
A cool name. I think it's a cool name.
Strange. Anyway, well, I suppose that was worth my amazing performance that you did. It was wonderful. Good luck. My sister's in that tent right there. The big one, he points to.
Wow, Duncan. You go speak to her. I'll tell one more story before I retire for the night.
Oh, you know, me and the ladies. So
All right.
I'll go over there.
You go over to the
And I'll
tent.
tell one more story.
Yeah.
And you go ahead and let's do the story first.
23.
Oh, story first.
Okay, 23. What's the story about?
It's a beautiful woman with 1 foot who met this monster hunter. It's a continuation of the first story. It's a beautiful woman with 1 foot who is but a better monster hunter than the first man. And together they kill a dragon. I don't know.
They kill the dragon?
No. What do they do together? Oh, together they kill a devil.
Together they kill a devil. Interesting
devil.
story. Go ahead and roll again. Tell me what the total is with performance.
Oh, no. 14.
What's the total? 14?
Yeah.
And that's the one that sticks. They didn't like that story as much. Okay, so, Duncan, you step into this large tent. You see magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in black velvet cloth. Glints of green light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles dry weeds. At last! You have arrived! And you recognize immediately this voice.
I've arrived, have I? Wait a minute.
It's you, Wanderer.
Were you in my dreams?
She winks.
Can I do a perception check to see if I'm in danger?
Is it? Are
Like,
you
I'm
trying
s-
to?
I'm very
Are you trying to
suspicious.
look around the room, or are you
I'm-
trying to like look at her specifically and see what her vibes are?
I'm just trying to get a vibe for the, like, is this a trap? You know?
Go. Yeah, a perception check would be acceptable. Go
Okay.
for it.
15.
Yeah, you don't feel like you're in any danger, although you do immediately get this very strong, like, bad vibe from the room. Like the shadows on the wall almost wisp. They almost move, and they almost have a smokiness to the top.
Like there's some magic going on here.
Like the light in the room is the only thing keeping the rest of the space from being in darkness.
The music.
It's 100% going on outside. You cannot argue with that.
So what was the last thing she just said? She beckoned me.
She said it's you, Wanderer.
Ah. What business do you have with me?
You are the one destined to save Barovia.
Neo.
Yeah.
He's beginning to believe.
Or was it the opera man? Or the strange green-scaled one?
So, is it you who's responsible for us being stuck in this nightmare?
No, but I am responsible for making sure this nightmare ends.
Aye. How do I know you're not another servant of Strahd's?
And that's why I know you're the one to trust. The only one of the three of you I know is pure of heart.
I'm not so sure about that.
Feisty, Wanderer. You see, I know you come from a spirited age of strange magics and interesting things that you've done in your endeavors, but it is your future that I am most interested in.
Tell me, what do you see in my future?
Would you let me enter the crystal ball and see what might your future be?
Do I know if, like, this is dangerous to let someone look into your future? Does that make you vulnerable or something?
So, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okay.
I love that this is happening amidst this serious
This
moment.
music.
It's exactly what should be happening.
It's just a 13.
She says to you, I'm sure you're wondering, like a JoJo would, I'm sure you're wondering what kind of trouble you might be in should I read your future. I assure you, this is no dark magic. This is but a simple ruse. I have already seen your future, Duncan Gilchrist. I have already performed the rituals. You are in no danger. I just wish to share what I have found.
No additional danger, maybe. Alright, on with it.
Well, you see, the best way to do it would be to draw from the cards. But I suppose you fear them.
I'm not participating in your dark magic.
Fine, I'll cut to the chase.
With this sword.
You're looking for information on the great devil Strahd. Knowledge of this ancient beast will help you kill him in the end. So I suppose the Vistani have what you seek. Not me here or us there, but a missing child holds the key to the treasure's release. The treasure is hidden in the Vistani treasure wagon. I suppose you may already know this, though. Your face does not show surprise like I had suspected. Seems you've already been hard at work. Also, you're looking for the holy symbol of Ravenkind, a powerful force of good and protection, the holy symbol of great hope. What you see lies in the pile of treasure, beyond a set of amber doors. The treasure lies beyond. And lastly, the card of power and strength that I drew in times past. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. The treasure lies in the dragon's home, and hands once clean and now corrupted. But it seems you knew that as well. Last but not least, of course, of the important things. I know I said lastly, but I mean of the items I do not matter. It is the person, the people, the truest of heart that matters to me. Strahd's enemy is but a man, an entertaining man with a monkey. This man is more than what he seems. But the man himself, or what was once a man, the enemy, a creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. He sits on his dark throne. You will face him where he wants you.
How do you know all this?
I've been burdened with knowledge.
And what's in it for you if we get rid of Strahd?
It will piss off the other crone in my coven.
Excellent.
The three of us are fighting.
Color me shocked. Well. Sorry, I've been trying to take notes.
No, you 100% are great. You're chilling.
Okay, you're good.
So, I guess Duncan's just kind of stunned. And is that pretty much, did you get the picture that that's pretty much what she had to say?
I mean, you are welcome to ask more questions.
Mm-hmm.
She's been calling you the Wanderer.
Mm-hmm.
She may have more to reveal, but as far as like what she needed you to know,
She knows your name.
she does know
She
your name.
knows my name, yeah.
But she did just like deliver what she wanted to you.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like her like pre-prepared speech is over, and now she just sits there, arms extended, expecting you to say something.
That hidden symbol of Raven, was that, what were the doors called? They're
Beyond a set of amber doors.
Amber doors.
Was that in the Amber Doors?
Amber doors.
And then the weapon of vengeance was a what?
Sword.
The sword.
Sword.
Yeah. A sword of
Light.
sunlight. The weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. The treasure lies in a dragon's
Dragon's
house.
Helm.
Okay. And then Strahd's enemy is Blinsky.
Strahd's enemy is an entertaining man with a monkey.
No, it's not Blinsky.
Oh.
Who did
I
Blinsky get the monkey
mean-
from? But who did Blinsky get the monkey from?
Oh, yeah. Henry. I was like, Blinsky?
Blinsky's the big...
He's the BBGG.
Yeah, big bad good guy.
Or
Or
the-
the B...
Maybe.
The BGGG. The B triple G.
Blinsky's a G. There's no Blinsky.
The
There's no
big
G.
good guy.
Big good guy.
Of course, you know what he
The
says
great
right
good
before
guy,
he
yeah.
kills you. Is no fun.
Is no
Is no Blinsky.
Is no blood left in you.
That's
All
great. All right, so
Anyway, yeah, you're talking to this old crone in a creepy place in a dark tent.
So, You say you've seen my future. Have you already looked into my past?
I've been trying, but it seems even you don't remember.
I was hoping for answers.
I do have one thing I might know.
Who killed my mother? Who killed my father? Who cursed me?
Oh, you know as much as I know.
Oh, that was a lot.
No, that was good. You know as much as I know that no one can kill your father.
You're saying he's alive?
I'm saying I still feel him somewhere. Your
Holy
mother?
shit.
Your mother, perhaps,
Oh, she's dead.
is quite not alive. Who cursed you, however? That would be you.
No. I was there.
What twist?
I saw the monster.
But
with
you
my own
let
eyes.
yourself be pulled away into that portal that very night.
I was just a lad.
A
I couldn't
lad who
help it.
could have acted more like his father.
Damn you, witch. This is so cheesy.
I'm already damned.
My friends, what have they got to do with all this? What's their destinies?
Such is the burden of knowledge. Only it is them who I will tell. I feel like she definitely laughed. Just the
For
moment
sure.
required it.
So, the Vistani, are they your people?
They are Strahd's people.
You're saying they're loyal to Strahd?
Some?
D's group that we're with right now? Can we trust
Are you
them?
referring to your Vistani?
Oh, this camp.
Oh, what?
You seem to be with them, or are you merely hiding amongst them?
Ask my brother.
What was
Oregano.
yeah, that's right now.
Oregano Ava.
Okay. So tell me, is there anyone we can trust in this godforsaken land?
Shiv.
What about Thomas?
I wouldn't trust a man with not long left to live. Cornered rabbits bite. Pull that from your hat, Duncan.
Let's smoke it.
Roasted. God, I'm trying to think of good questions too.
I mean, you're welcome to go outside and grab other people. She's not going anywhere.
She's not going anywhere. Okay.
Made that pretty clear.
Where would she go? We're at her house.
Stay right here. I'll be back.
That's a great sentence. Don't move to the place you've never left. I'll be back.
So as you leave, she like covers the crystal ball and like lets you leave.
All right. I go over. I just kind of see Thomas is doing his thing.
I just finished my story, probably.
Okay.
It was a bad one.
I go to Shiv first. And is Vasilika sleeping? Or her version of sleeping?
Vasilika is no, she's wide awake.
Is she just sitting there though?
She's kind of going. She's going. I probably should. Should I belt that part, or should I?
Perfect.
Should I head voice that? I feel like it's right on my. I'm almost there. Maybe
mind
Thomas
her.
will help me. Okay, hold on. Like she's just doing that.
Yeah.
Don't mind her.
Shiv. There's someone I think you should have a conversation with.
Someone else I should have a conversation with tonight.
I know. Trust me. This one's worth it.
Vasilka,
Huh? Sorry. What?
other than the three of us and yourself, make sure no one else gets close to this cart.
Okay.
Politely. Don't murder them if they're just curious.
This is such a. Just you gotta tell me these things.
Not too politely.
Okay. All right. We'll do.
Cool.
We'll do.
I show.
What if I'm really a true soprano and I just don't know? Like she just goes through like
Goes back to it. So I show
Shiv will
Shiv
go walk with him.
to the tent, and I let him go in by himself.
All right, so you see Thomas. You finish your little like story and stuff, and you look, and you're like, there's Shiv going into the wagon that Duncan is now at the. Where are you guys going together?
I show him to the tent, and then I'm gonna go find oregano.
Okay, so you seeing this happen, Thomas? Is there anything you want to do amidst this?
Side eye.
I think I'll go to Thomas. I'll go to Duncan.
What should we do?
I'll just be like, everything okay?
I don't know.
Do I need to go in there with Shiv as I throw my pencil on you? I don't know where it went.
Also, remember your microphone is in front of you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
There it is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're in the game. I love it.
Yeah. Do you want me to go in there with Shiv? Should I go to the cart? What should I do?
Well, right now.
I just finished my last story and they didn't like it, and so I think I should stop
Oh, fair
while
enough.
I'm ahead.
Happens to all of us.
You remember what your last story was on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two monster hunters killed the devil.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I said a devil, not the devil.
Sure, you know what I mean.
So
Kill a devil.
yeah, it wasn't about Strahd, but that's
They weren't vibing.
yeah, I figure.
They're
Should I go to the cart?
I think this is a conversation Shiv needs to have on its own.
Okay, I'll just go hang out with Visoka.
All right.
If you need me, I'm in there, and I'll back to the cart with Visoka.
All right.
Visoka, all right, let's practice the Act 3 ballad. Let's go.
I think I'm a soprano one.
Well, let's find out.
You get there. All right. So
Only one way to find out.
you step into Madame Ava's tent, Shiv, and you are met with an old crone, a strange lighting setup, and dark wispy shadows.
That I can actually see.
You can you see through magical darkness?
I don't think dark vision works that way.
Well, I just was wondering if you specifically,
Well,
because
Tempest might be, I can
because some warlocks can,
Right.
and so I just wanted to like double check.
That's a warlock invocation, I believe.
That is accurate to what I was referencing. Yes.
But for Eyes of the Night, I think it's just straight dark vision, 300 feet.
Okay.
Nothing about magic.
Yeah. So you are unable to see past her darkness. Only the light that you see in the room is
which
her.
is important
Yes.
and noticeable.
Yes. There's it's like she's concealing things around her.
Yeah. It actually makes magical darkness more visible because
Yeah, you
I can
see it. It's like
through
an
normal
inky. It's like an
darkness.
inky black in the room. Yeah.
It's the only darkness I can't see through, therefore it sticks out.
So you see, and she says, "Wanderer, the toothed one."
Sure.
Why have you come to Madame Ava?
I suppose because Duncan brought me. Tell me, why have I come?
Because you believe in something. You see beyond
Okay.
yourself. Why have you been so selfish lately?
Fair question. I suppose danger makes one more self-conscious.
Would Salune appreciate what you've done? Don't mind
Wait.
the sounds.
You make it sound as though you know something more.
I know that the Night Mother would not appreciate your worship. I feel the whispers.
Who?
It means there is more for you, the Toothed One. Follow the Wanderer. He will lead you to your truth.
My truth.
Yes, your truth. Is not all truth dependent on the individual?
Only the vision of it.
Let me have this.
Wrong.
You're wrong. Okay, you're wrong.
Better have her monologue. Only the way we perceive it.
Not much to your surprise. Your future is clouded by darkness.
How would you know that?
I am burdened with knowledge.
Does she have the crystal ball out?
She has the crystal ball. I'll tell you, because you can see in the darkness, that she's got her hand under it and the thing covering it. So, like, she's got her hand on the crystal ball. But you don't see it.
But I can see the shape of it.
Yeah, it's covered by the cloth.
I can guess.
Possibly. She doesn't seem like she's actively divining, but then again, you don't know how crones work in this context.
Can I roll knowledge crone?
I mean, you can roll a knowledge arcana if you really want to.
Nah.
I would like to speak with the Singed One.
Okay. Does that mean that we're done talking?
It means I've given you enough to make your own destiny.
I intend to.
I hope you make it through.
Same. I guess Shiv will leave.
Okay. You step out. The Vistani are calming down, seemingly put off by Thomas's story. You see Vasilka is in there with Thomas, and Vasilka's like,
No, you gotta lower in your body, really feel it through your diaphragm. You gotta get a bigger breath.
I haven't tried this yet.
Hey, it's okay.
She like gets some out. She's got some tone.
Hey,
it's there.
That's an improvement from last time.
Yeah, she's not. She's like literally from going to never talked before to that's
Singing.
a note. That's a note.
Yeah.
It's a exponential. She's getting there. So anyway, now the three of you reconvene.
Oh? I thought I was
Oh no,
looking
you're
for-
going to Oregano. Correct. So you go up to Oregano, who's packing up his little briefcase and like
Outside?
all his stuff outside. Yeah, around the fire that's still lit. So you arrive and Oregano's like, "Hello."
Hey, Oregano. Just had a chat with your sister.
Yes.
Lovely lass, is she not?
She's a witch.
Aye, a witch. So, just had a question. What do y'all think about the Lord of this land?
Oh, not really religious myself.
No, I mean in the political sense, the Lord of this
the
region.
Count, the Lord. Yes. Kind of a dick.
Kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. My sister and I, we would agree on that, but it seems that the allowance of coming and going is worthwhile to these people. So.
Fair enough. All right. Well, thank you for your hospitality.
Oh, yes, I wanted to give you something.
Oh.
Yep. He pulls out a glass eye and says, "For your troubles. I heard the other one doesn't work."
Take it. Thank you. Much obliged.
I would. Okay. And you leave.
What? Okay. All right. Well, I guess I lost out on that conversation.
I mean, you can probably. I mean, if you want to go back, but it just depends on how you want to resume that conversation. He begins to pack up as you turned away. So.
Why the eye?
Oh, it's magical.
Oh, what kind of magic? I'm just curious, looking at it and stuff.
I mean, it's mundane looking. It looks like a glass eye.
Right. But I'm just kind of showing my
The
interest.
the iris itself, as you glare into it, it's yellow. The eye, like the actual color of the eye.
What's it? What kind of magic, if you don't mind me asking? Okay.
It's enchanted? I don't know. I'm not a magician.
Did your sister give this to you?
No, I stole it off a corpse.
Oh. Well, I guess he wouldn't need it anyway.
No, he would not. No.
All right. Well, thank you. Have a good evening.
Good luck. Oh, and if anyone asks, I don't know who that wizard was.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, so now, Thomas, what were you going?
I'm just waiting.
So you're back at the wagon. Shiv, where are you going? You going to Duncan?
If he's coming back this way, I'll wait for him.
I'm going back to be with
not-
them.
You guys are all going back to the wagon.
I
Is the
suppose so.
understanding. So you guys reconvene at the wagon.
Oh, Thomas. She wants you next.
Did she say that to
Who?
Shiv?
She said, I want to talk to the singing one.
Okay.
Okay, who? What? What am I doing? What am I doing? Microphone?
Point backwards to the tent.
Okay. And Thomas will just walk. Right, Duncan? You want me to go?
Hi.
All right.
All right, so you walk in. You
Thomas
walk up
is
to
going
this
with the
tent.
flow.
And
He's
you
a
see
little drunk. He's a little
immediately,
drunk.
immediately entering the tent, you expect it to be all lively and full of color, but it is dark and scary. And there is a crone, and she immediately draws forth a like crystal ball and like pulls it open, and you see like the color in the room, like a disco ball emitting out from the center, but you don't see past a certain point.
Oh.
The darkness clouds all of the outside. If the circle had edges, it would all be in darkness. And so, but yeah, you see a single chair pop out from underneath the center velvet covered table. And she says, "Sit."
I will approach and just slowly sit down.
You slowly sit down. You feel feel a little sore from dancing.
Oh, wow. That didn't hit me till I sat.
Oh yeah, for sure not. You were tense. Now you're relaxed, or not? Now you're tense. So you're like, oh, my legs. But anyway, that was just silly for fun. So you do look at her though, and she is very much like the singed one.
That's me.
You're here for some strange reason. You think that the world is a good place.
I have thought that.
What changed?
Well, I got 12 people killed.
12 nameless plebeians.
12 people with lives.
Depends. Not all of them had souls.
How do I know that?
Some would say it's a roll of a dice. Come on, let me do that.
I mean, I think the world is good if you surround yourself with good people.
That it is.
And I feel like I have tried to do that.
But what's to be said about surrounding yourself with good people when you're not good? What are you doing to them?
Well, what are they doing to me?
Suppose you'll end at some base neutrality in the end, making the world a neutral place?
It depends on where you look at neutral. If the world is bad and you make it a little more neutral, aren't you making it a little better?
Depends on who we're talking to. How do you feel about living forever?
It's enticing. Can sing and tell my stories and hear the cheers of people, which is my favorite thing for the rest of eternity. That's how I would live forever.
Then stop worrying about the 12 that died.
Yeah, but like, I don't get the. I right now I'm not gonna live forever.
What is the purpose of a solo?
In what context?
In your context.
Well, it tells a story, and it's from a singular person's point of view. And it showcases that person in whatever way they decide to showcase themselves.
What is the purpose of a spotlight?
To highlight someone with the solo.
Is that person better than anyone else?
As a person? As a performer?
Are they better?
You know, I think I used to think that they were. I don't think that anymore. Not as much. Why?
Your future. I'm afraid I was wrong.
What did it say?
It's that it didn't, Thomas.
Well, what does it say now? If you were wrong and it didn't say, now you're wrong, so it does say?
If I tell you a fact, like that bird can fly, but it's dead, is that fact truth?
No?
Your future is not there.
Where does it stop?
Soon.
Oh, great.
Oh, great.
Fantastic.
What about my friends?
That's the thing about being burdened with knowledge. It's for me to tell them.
If my future ends, but I know of a way to prevent it from ending, then what happens?
You're asking the wrong questions, Thomas. Is a show better because it goes on forever? Or because it ends? And as you're like looking up in the distance, you see the light come back into the room. And then you see like shadows disappear. And you come back to the table and the seat, and you're on a barrel with nothing else in the room.
I sit there for a second and just think about Strahd's offer.
Mm-hmm.
Think about what that means for Duncan. But then think about that last sentence she said.
Does anything external change to the tent like that we would notice when she disappears?
No.
Okay.
And then,
In fact, what's funny is that like there's no change of lighting from outside of the tent, like from underneath it, from the outside. Like it's just the same.
is it like the bare ground beneath Thomas?
It's like largely like you would imagine there would be grass around it, but there's none underneath of how long this has been here. You guys are just sitting by the wagon. If you want to do anything, you're welcome to.
We definitely can.
Has it been like oddly long for us?
I mean, how long has it been, Thomas? I mean, our conversation was as long as it's been, and then how long have you been sitting there?
I think he sits there for like 10 minutes and thinks.
So it's been 5-6 minutes, like
and then 10 minutes
10
on top
minutes,
of that.
and then it's just like it's been like 5-6 minutes, and then like maybe you choose to do something, but like he's sitting there for 10 minutes, unbothered.
And, and there's one thing I think that after thinking about those questions, he starts to just kind of delve in thought for a little bit and looks at his locket that he has. So he takes it out from underneath everything and just kind of looks at it and thinks about spotlights and people. For
Stories that end.
yeah. And how true were they?
You want to skip back to Duncan and Shiv?
All right, Duncan and Shiv, you are sitting back at the wagon.
What do you do?
I'm just about to go check in on him.
I think we're at like the 5-minute mark.
I figure we're like the 7-8 minute mark or something.
He just wants to have a conversation in the midst of Thomas's waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up?
No, I'm just saying, what are you doing
As Shiv?
outside? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just standing there, like sitting at the cart with you, like really lost in thought, thinking about everything I just heard.
As is Shiv. At some point, he's going to turn to you and say, "What did she say to you?"
Would I understand that, like, is there some kind of curse or something like that if you share knowledge from a witch that was only supposed to be for you?
Most witches are fairies, which you have very strong understanding of,
Okay.
and fae knowledge.
Right.
Right. So for you, you know that, like, it's not like making a wish and telling someone.
Right.
Like, there's no, like... So the understanding that you would have, just your basic knowledge of, like, arcane before I make you roll anything.
Right.
The future that is looked into becomes true.
Kind of like Norse mythology.
Right.
Okay.
So, like, you're allowed to resent her a little bit for what she has done to you. But then again, the only burden that it would have otherwise placed on you is that she told you. Right? Like, otherwise, it wouldn't have changed anything other than the fact that she looked on it. Right? But now that you are aware of that future, you're burdened with knowledge, like she kept saying.
Yeah.
So should you choose to share, it just makes it more true. Right?
Okay. Well, then I probably selectively share with Shiv.
Okay, what do you selectively share?
I say, well, turns out she had some things to tell me about our current predicament, but I think it's a conversation best saved for a quieter place, if you get my meaning.
How much do you think she knows?
Certainly more than us.
Why?
Witches.
Huh? What?
Witches.
Oh.
What can you say?
What's your passive perception?
My of like Shiv's.
What's your passive perception? 10 plus your perception bonus. Like when you're
12.
not 12.
After about 2 more minutes, you'll probably will notice that Shiv seems deeply troubled about something.
Okay.
Like more than you've ever seen it, which is like 0 normally.
His alligator face has an expression.
Wow.
It's troubled.
Shiv,
What?
are you okay?
Maybe. Uncertain.
Uncertain. I don't think I've ever seen you anything.
She said something about Bright Nidra. Perhaps my actions have not been with her, but as far as I can tell, they were.
Your goddess?
Yes.
She doesn't seem to have abandoned you.
Do you know anything more about than I do about, what did he call her? Salune.
Salune.
Make a religion check.
Alright. Gosh, I'm sorry guys. I'm so slow.
No, you're fine.
That's fine.
12.
I mean, you know, Salune is a moon goddess. She is worshipped by many dark elves and elves alike. She's the goddess of moon, stars, navigation, navigators, wanderers, questers, seekers, and non-evil lycanthropes.
He just asked, do I know anything about Salune?
Yeah, and you just know as much as he does.
No.
But
Unless-
like, or you don't know that?
If you just told him that, then he knows more.
Okay, well then do you tell him that?
Shiv's knowledge comes from not people.
True.
Well, Salune. She's another moon goddess. Elven.
Yes,
Seems-
Strahd said, yes.
Seems to be someone who would be very relevant to you and me.
Yes.
Why do you
Perhaps.
ask?
I mean, I'm here pursuing her gift, but Should I have been doing more?
Are you having a crisis of faith, friend?
I suppose I'm not sure.
What would more look like?
Good question. I didn't get a whole lot from those ruined temples.
What have you been doing so far for your goddess?
Pretty much everything that you've seen.
Eating people. And killing werewolves.
Only those that are unworthy.
Would I understand that his goddess is a particularly violent? Or not? She's not?
No, she's like a member of like the totally normal pantheon.
Okay, and I just kind of know that.
Yeah, I mean that's just like basic knowledge of like where you guys are from.
You know, Shiv, I don't know if she's really a goddess of much carnage. Now, I can't claim to be an expert on her, but from what I gather, you've been a pretty violent member of our party.
But her gift gives such savagery.
Aye, but the meek shall inherit the earth. Those who have power and choose not to use it, but restrain themselves, are in the end the most powerful of all.
I'm sure that's one of her tenets. I did not get that.
Oh, it's not one of her tenets,
I didn't think so.
but I do think it's part of what comes with wielding power. It's wisdom that's universal.
I believe myself to have enough control to handle her gifts that she gives.
Were you controlling yourself with Lady Wachter?
Enough.
Enough.
We'd already been there for how long?
I'm just saying, Shiv. We didn't even have a head to resurrect.
All the better for some people.
And the worse for our investigation of what's going on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to talk more?
And 10 minutes Thomas has been sitting.
I'm gonna go check on Thomas.
He has been in there for a while.
But let's hold our tongues till we're away from ears.
Let's hold our tongues always.
As the tension builds, we cut to...
Sad face.
That was beautiful. Well done.
Gorgeous.
Well done.
Gorgeous.
This is storytelling,
Great.
guys. This is at its finest. So you walk over to Thomas's tent, and you open the curtain, and you see that Thomas sits on a barrel. What were you doing? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Do you walk in quietly?
No, I kind of...
So then an illusion happening in front of Thomas as you walk in vanishes. And you don't see it unless you make a perception check. And then I'll make a stealth check or something.
Make a sleight of hand.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Actually, make an Arcana check with your Charisma modifier, Thomas.
And then should I make a...
And then you should make a Perception check.
Okay.
Arcana with my...
Charisma modifier.
Okay, great.
How fast can you?
17.
How fast can you pull your magic?
I'm checking. Hold on.
That would be my
It was an 18.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 17.
18.
So you catch something was just there.
No. 16. Sorry.
Oh, so never mind. He sees it for a flash. What does he see for a flash?
This...
Describe it like he saw it for a flash.
Yep. You see a flash of two individuals, both with longer brunette hair, one in a long blue dress, and one in yellow formal wear, dancing. And like coming out of a spin, you see the woman in the dress as you walk in, and that's all you see.
And they're dancing with each other?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A man and a woman?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yellow is a man, blue is a woman.
Yellow man. I mean, you saw a flash, so I mean, you can try to see if you know who.
But it was a
is.
dress, or was
But it was a man in yellow formal wear,
Was that what you were wearing at Strahd's?
No,
he was wearing maroon.
No, a yellow formal wear, smile on his face, singing with a woman in a long blue dress.
And then as the woman spins, you see, like, as you go, you see Thomas goes, like finishing a conductor, like cutting off a choir, pulls his hands taut.
Ooh, does he also turn around at the same time?
And
Probably.
probably does. And you catch him sitting on a barrel with nothing around him.
Weeping.
Weeping violently.
I'll be honest with you, probably he cuts it off and then probably wipes his face as he turns.
And you hear a sniffle as he looks at you. Go for it.
Oh, Duncan, hey.
Hi, Thomas. Or
Yeah, fine. Yeah, fine. I don't know what this was, but I was just chilling. Yeah, I'm fine.
Well, yeah, because you now notice that there's nothing in the room.
Yeah, there's nothing in here.
you don't know what that was?
No, the lady I talked to was crazy.
Ah, yes. Where'd she go?
Couldn't tell you. Yeah, I didn't hear great news from her.
Can I think he's lying. So can I?
I think we should, and rather than rolling,
Yeah.
just explore that, like, emotion, what's happening. Thomas just just said, yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't know. And he seems to be hiding something.
He looks just. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, and he's distraught.
Yeah.
And you come in and you see what you see. So there's really no insight check to be made.
Okay.
You should feel what you feel. Yeah, that's not bad.
Then let me describe. I feel distrustful, not in the sense that I think there's any malice behind Thomas's what's going on, but I'm like, what happened here? What is he not telling me? Where did the witch go?
Yeah.
Why was he conjuring stuff?
Do I see?
Why is he crying?
Do I
Like,
see
I'm
that
just
look
like,
on your face?
I'm keeping a poker face.
Okay, cool. Because
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Sure.
So
Yeah, it was.
Duncan's, it's hard to even catch a glimpse of his eyes most times.
big little hat.
Yeah, it was a really weird conversation. And then I just kind of, she left and it was like, whoa. And I was just kind of recuperating from the night. I'm tired. My legs hurt. I'm just sitting.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing wrong happened. It was just an interesting conversation. Nothing like it was weird. But nothing like that was too out of the ordinary.
All right. Let's go.
So why do you think, Shiv, she didn't want to talk to me?
I don't know why she wanted to talk to me.
Probably because you could sing.
That's great.
Because
I can?
you said
Wait.
you said you could. I asked you when we were dancing, and you're like, I can sing a little bit.
I feel like I said maybe.
You said I can sing a little bit.
Sure.
I love
Shiv's
that.
discombobulated.
No, I think Shiv is probably trying to renege on what he said.
I don't think I actually said that.
Dude, I remember.
I remember that.
It's on camera,
I
and
remember
I
that.
watched it.
It was crazy. We were like, he can? We gotta get him to sing.
I put it in the recap.
I know, you put it in there, it's like, really?
Yeah, I watched your face. Yeah. So yeah, you say that, and I think your role play was accurate. I think it's just like a okay.
You
yeah.
can lizard sing.
But anyway, she just says that, and she's like, so okay, fine. Nobody talks to me. She like looks at you, and I mean, you're an alligator person. She's not your
Sometimes
type.
I wish nobody would talk to me.
You say that, and she's not your type because she's a person. But you can tell. I mean, she's a pretty lady, and you can just tell that she's like, come on, like not like into you, but just like why does no one talk to me? She's beginning to develop her own personality slowly but surely. Like she started in like the mimicry context. She started like learning how by talking what other people did, and like now she's kind of making her own voice, making her own who she is. As Thomas continues to train her in that, and so you being in your passive wisdom, just understanding, you're like immediately shutting her down, and she's like, okay. Turns away in the wagon. You see her flip her legs and the big dress that's underneath her feet flips around in the wagon, and she's like right next to you still, but like still doesn't like look at you. So you two come out of the tent.
So, I come to the wagon
Yep.
with Thomas. Everyone's kind of gone to bed. Packing up.
Yeah, everyone's been packing and like getting themselves going for like whatever they're doing.
Okay. No one's really paying attention to
Well,
us.
no, like I would almost say it's like all you hear is coming from like light voices from the inside, like from the inside of tents.
Okay.
Like, you're not catching any, like, there's no exterior activity.
All right. I come back.
Other than those 3 guards I said that were sitting by the wagons on both sides of the pathway.
Can I see if I recognize like their garb, their armor, if it's like anything that's is it?
When I say guards, I really just mean like Vistani, like sharpening swords.
They're just Vistanis.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They're not like wearing regalia. Like it's just their guards.
All right. You
for
called
the
them
sake of-
shiny, so I was like, oh, they have armor.
They do have armor on, but like it's not. It's like
They're
a
not-
breastplate.
they're
Like
not
it's
like
not like they're
knights.
trying. Yeah.
Okay. So then we just go back to the wagon, and I'm urging us to like make our way. Like, all right, time to go. Let's go.
We got permission to sleep here. We said we'd be
And
safe.
there is now a vacant tent.
Thomas,
It's a vacant tent. We can take shifts.
if you'd like to sleep, you can sleep in the back with Vasilika. I reckon we should make our way to Barovia and think on what we've heard tonight
Yeah, a little bit.
and wait to discuss till we have a room and lodging.
You think we should?
I think we should.
All right.
I'll stay in the back if you guys want to sit in the front.
It's up to you, my friend.
All right.
So we're riding on,
Shiv will go up front.
or we're staying here.
Shiv got messed up. I've never seen him this messed up.
I think we're going on.
Okay,
We are
moving
going on.
Thomas
Alright.
is in the back with Vasilka.
You're doing a good job.
Following
Roleplay.
the most traumatic thing we've ever experienced, we continue to go onward until we reach F on the map.
Thomas wants to
Wait, let me take a look.
F. Well, he'll wait until after F to have a conversation with
I'm
us.
gonna just pull up the map real quick for
Oh,
everyone.
I see.
Where is? So need to change that. There we go.
Alright, so we're back. No, I'm just kidding. The F is what I'm going to read right now. So, an old wooden gallows creaks on a chill wind that blows down from a high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. A well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia Village to the east, Sayre Pool to the northwest, and Ravenloft Valaki to the southwest. So you are headed in the southwest direction.
East.
West.
Nope, you're totally right. I'm saying to the east. That's my fault.
Yeah,
That's
so
okay.
I'm upside down from this map, so that's
This is a good point.
my
That's a good
bad.
point.
The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope across the gallows low wall, crumbling in place, partially enclosed in a small plot of graves shrouded in fog. But I just was normally you come from the other direction, so if it just feels a little off, it's because it is. We're doing our own special Ravenloft game, so that's why that's weird. Cool. So
What time of night is it, or morning?
Dark.
It is, well, mind
Dark
you,
o'clock.
you've been probably doing, that was all, it's probably 2:30.
Okay, cool.
It's the dentist's favorite time.
2:30?
2:30.
Shut it. That was good. That was good. I'm gonna remember that next time I bring out that saber-tooth tiger.
Guess who looks like a Vistani?
At 2:30.
Yeah. That's funny. All right. So anyway, you pass this this little moment. I am gonna say, because I don't want to do it, and you guys are high enough level. There's a moment where a few bats kind of swing down as you're leaving, and you guys handle them. So like, there's a moment where like some bats like fly in, like, and you guys are just like.
The kind that need to be handled?
Yeah, like you kill them. They're like trying to kill you, and like you guys do that. And I'm not trying to belittle that moment. I just don't feel like in the current context it's important to delve into that story wise.
Yeah.
But I do want to point out
Is
that
it at
there
the
are
gallows?
there are dangers present and like hiding behind these things, and every so often I will reference that these things are occurring, but it isn't like life altering. Like you guys killed him with a bunch of cantrips and some swingses of your blades. Sure. Swingses. And so you have resolved that issue, and in the midst of that, as you are now covered in fresh bat blood,
It's gone. Press the digitation.
you press to digitate it, and we arrive beyond. And you do see though that the river, as you get to this kind of middle section, here, there's where like you see the river itself is a wide, deep river. And you continue to head onward. So you mentioned you want to say something to Vasilka. Yes.
I do. Vasilka, Do you know?
The rain is like not here, so everything you say is being heard by all three people.
I'll be talk quieter then.
Sure.
Trying to only talk to Visoka.
So like Duncan, I would imagine, is like driving the horse, and then Shiv is visibly something, and
I think
then
Shiv's up front with me.
okay.
Yeah, he is.
So then
At
it's
least
just
that's
you
what I thought.
two back, and
The
she's
ship's
like
feeling a little better now.
she's looking off to the side.
You were like, "Are you sure you're doing right?" And he's like,
Visoka?
"Actually, yeah."
I'm great.
Do you know any shows besides Tragedy of Blazing Sun? It's okay if you don't. I have one that I particularly like that I've just been thinking about. That
Well,
wanted to
I mean, the abbot.
share.
The abbot was particular. He's
Ignore.
Okay, the office cat is eating tissues. Nope, I take it back. He's licking
And
tissues.
eating comes
He's
next.
And now
Yeah.
he's
Okay, 1 second.
that's some 230
say,
action right there.
Do you need some? Need to deal with that.
Oh,
No cat was harmed in the making
yeah,
of
that was
this.
a clap. That was a clap and a jump scare.
That was just to scare him away.
It worked like 20%.
It was very funny.
Now we can't have tissues out.
Yeah.
I
And it's
know.
okay.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is toe back.
No, this is also why you shouldn't have a cat in the office.
You know what? Every office needs a cat.
Don't tell our tenants. All right, so and we're back.
Do you know any besides Tragedy?
Um,
Visoka?
Yeah, the abbot was partial to the Count of Music. I think it's something about like religion, something.
Yeah, cool.
That's not my thing. But no, that's about it.
No, that's it. So I have one that I was in when I was in school. I've just been thinking about it. Figure I could. I mean, if you want to, like, I can show it to you for like however long the spell lasts that I have to look, and we can like watch and listen if you were interested. Just kind of while we.
I mean, we just just killed some bats a second ago, so like I don't know if making a lot of noise is the right idea.
I mean, it can be quiet. Like I can keep it quiet within us just for our
Sure.
ears.
I mean, sure. I'm interested.
Cool. So I will show
The intel.
Vasilka with major image.
Oh, major image.
That's how I have sound.
Makes sense.
Just a short
Drum
scene,
major image.
a 10-minute long scene of the Ballad of Lyra's Night.
Okay.
And some of the best parts from my
So what
performance of school.
what happens on the in the little show?
So,
here?
I really think that it's we Vasilka and I watch the introduction of Thomas's character, who's like Thomas, a lowly bard, and then we see him just kind of sing, and it's fun. We see a fun one, and then we watch a lively dance.
A lot of dancing. So I'll help you. I got you.
Okay. Good.
I'm on your team. I see where you're going. So basically, what happens is that
We only watched 10 minutes.
yeah,
of it.
10 minutes of it. So essentially, you see the idea where there's this like young woman, and this young woman is trying to like leave a space, right? She's trying to get out. She's in a space that's like a really bad situation, and she wants to leave. And so she gets kind of this idea that she can go through the astral sea. And so like there's just this colorful curtain that kind of waves around, and so she makes this convoluted route in the midst of that. It's like represented by dance, and so she dances her way through these colors, and comes across this other celestial person, this angel, and this angel like dances with her, and as they dance and they spin, the angel spins her away to the other side of the stage, and as she spins her way to the other side of the stage, she lands in this space, and you see someone that is just grand and dressed in white kind of grab her hand, and as she grabs her hand, like they both fall to the ground and the lights cut, and then as the lights come up again, there is this like space basically. As the light cuts down, they're like dancing low, and all of the dancing becomes very like low to the ground. They're doing groundwork. They're doing like kind of spins. They're doing lifts, but only on the ground. And then all of a sudden, this very beautiful woman, like older, but like kind of in her like 30s, kind of comes on stage and begins to sing a lone ballad amidst this dancing. And she's singing about not being able to find this young girl. And just as this climax of this song is about to happen, that's when the illusion cuts away. Anyway, is there anything else you want to do?
What'd you think?
What does it mean? Or what do you get from it? I guess art is interpretive.
You know, it's been so long. I'd have to watch the whole thing to really like. It was when I was in it. I kind of got distracted with life, you know, in it, and so I didn't. I think if I rewatched it, I would take more now than I did. So I don't know if I can answer that question. But
why did you choose to show me that scene?
That's the part that I felt is the most impactful.
I mean, it certainly seemed tragic.
Yeah, if I had more available right now, I could show you what happens next. It begins tragic, but it is not all tragic. It is a story about love, and it is a story about finding one's self. And
I wonder who she lost. Or I guess she lost her, but why? She run away? Did I run away?
What?
Did I run away?
I don't. Did you run away? I don't think you did.
Well, I mean, you guys kind of just. I don't know. I left.
Yeah.
Huh.
Hey, you two.
Huh?
Quiet.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Wait till we reach Barovia.
Sorry.
Okay. Sorry.
Hey, Vasilka.
What?
I don't think you ran away.
I don't think I can run away from anything. I don't have a home to go to.
You'll find one.
Kind of like it here
Hey, where here? Here?
in the wagon.
Yeah, wagon's cool.
Sometimes I get wine in the wagon.
Where do you get wine?
Esmeralda.
What?
She gives me like champagne.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got.
that was before you could talk.
Yeah, I probably wasn't the. I'd hope. Yeah, I swear a lot.
It's okay.
Okay, that's not my
All
fault.
right, we'll be quiet. Yeah, we got your vocal cords from somebody that was not nice.
Oh.
So they kind of have muscle memory and. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did they have an accent?
Kinda. Is it hard to talk like that?
It feels weird. Having like neutral voice.
I think neutral voices are the voices that often are easiest to sing with. That's why I've tried to keep mine neutral.
What if you meet someone else and they have a better voice than me? There's other people with invitations. I mean, no offense, but I kind of want to be. I want to make the show, and I know there's only 4 roles, and there's 6 people auditioning, and I want to sing with the person that's gonna be the best fit. I haven't met any other guys that sing yet.
If there are, and there are, men that sing better than me, you should want to sing with whoever you want to sing with.
I would feel bad. I mean, we're working so hard. I just
don't feel bad.
You guys are cool. I kind of want to. That's my dream.
Yeah. I'm not going to be offended if you don't want to sing with me. I might want to sing with someone else too.
Who is she?
Where's Rachel?
Where is she?
Where is Rachel? Where is she?
What just happened?
That was my hard cut. As you guys reach the village of Barovia. What? All right, here we go.
We're gonna die.
We gonna die.
Like, oh, let's go where the devil wants us to go.
Great idea.
Which way do we come from
We're
here?
coming from the here, right?
The here
The there, yes.
and the now.
Village of Barovia. What a great place to be.
I think you put a couple more H's in there than there are.
Bahrainvia.
I know it sounds like me, but that was not me who was Vasilka. So we're back to being in the game. So basically, we'll say you guys hear a cracking noise behind you as you exit the woods on your way to Barovia. You see towards Barovia, you see the village itself, which is basically tall shapes recognized as village dwellings. The window of each house stares out from a pool of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance.
So scary.
Also, you hear creaking behind you.
What's behind? I'll look behind us. What's behind us?
Shiv will take a look back. You
Okay.
keep going forward.
Okay.
You're holding the reins.
We remember last time.
Kind of blowing from the trees, you hear like from the tree.
But what does Shiv see?
Shiv, you see a swaying, lifeless gray body. The
Okay.
breeze turns the figure slowly as the dead eyes make contact with yours.
It's not my own face again, is it?
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay, good. There was that one time.
What does the body look like?
That's true. Should I roll perception on that?
I mean, the body's no. The
Okay.
body's just there.
It's a body.
But the thing is also is that you see a ladder on that tree.
Oh, great! Wow. Draw the lines, guys.
Okay.
Wow. That's terrible.
Anything else?
You see the village before you, and that was behind you.
Okay. Moving along.
Or whoever the person was.
Ah. Okay.
Coming
I think
back.
that's what I think.
Is Duncan going to say anything when Shiv turns back?
What'd you see?
Nothing important.
All right. You guys go into the village of Barovia. So I wonder if I have the village map. I should have the village map, which would be wonderful. I will pull it up right now. I do have it right here. I will do it. The DM map or the player map? I'm gonna do. You guys have the player map. Let me see what the DM map looks like.
Why don't you show the folks at home?
Show the folks at home what's going on here.
What's
There we
going
go.
on?
All right, perfect. We're gonna do this one. Where the ham sandwich is? What's going on here?
Down there.
There it is. All right, I can't zoom in just because that's as big as it gets.
No.
But there it is. I mean, I could zoom in, but like
I can't zoom in, but I can zoom in.
I just meant like I guess we can do that here. You're on the far side. There's something to the hello. You're over here. Something to you come from this south,
Yep.
whatever that direction is, west.
South left.
South left, and then there's something up there that's important. There's something over on the far
Yep.
end that's important. And ignore that building. It
But the
doesn't
most
exist.
important.
The bottom
I have bulldozed it.
The bottom building doesn't exist?
Yeah, I
the
bulldozed
most
it. It's my
important
least favorite thing in the entire game, and so it's gone.
Okay.
But the most important part is where's the inn?
Yeah. Would we know that from our map?
From what looks like an inn.
The
I
big
mean,
old middle
that's
one.
where we'll go.
The big yeah.
You go to the center of town and look around.
Around, yeah.
All right, so you guys go into this village, and I cannot stress you enough how silent it is.
I thought there were mournful screams.
I mean, yeah, but like here, I'll do this.
Oh no.
I'll click the sound. We can hear it.
Ah, much better.
Yeah.
You guys. As you see, a single shaft of light thrusts an illumination into the main square, its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern. It is the E2 building.
Cool.
Is it closed up?
No, it's open.
It's on. Okay. Right. Duh.
But like, because it is the middle of the night, it's the only light that you see.
It is 4 in the morning.
You park in the...
I'll park the carriage.
I'll hop out.
Okay.
I'll take Vasilka. Come on. We all need a rest.
Yeah, okay.
Shiv, I can take Vasilka if you want to stay with Duncan. If we want to not split 3 and 1. But
I mean, it's
What?
not that far. It's not that far to park, right?
is it? How far does he have to go?
I'm assuming it's like around the side of the
We're
building.
all going to park.
It's right. I mean, you could. There's really no like parking.
Oh, we just park in the middle of the road.
It's definitely not valet.
There's no handicap spaces.
No, this is not. This is not regulated by a governmental institution other
Man,
than a
Strahd.
very horrible vampire.
Is there like a post I can tie the horse and cart up to?
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Well, I tie it up to that.
The handicap parking spots are all graves.
Oh, that's rough.
Wow. Thomas will lead if Duncan doesn't mind.
That's great.
Thomas will lead into the tavern.
Yeah.
It's a tyrant.
Yeah. Hey, no, you're not.
I mean,
You're not
we're a
wrong.
spooky place.
So when you come inside, you see there are very few people here. You see the barkeep, 3 Vistani sitting together, then like the corner who are like whispering as you come in.
Also, we've taken
And then-
most of our stuff out of the cart.
You also see a
We're traveling
man.
light anyway.
You also see a man that is sitting by himself at the corner table, sipping his wine. His blonde hair, kind of like pulled out to the side. In my head, he's played by Joey. You're gonna know the actor because you know every actor ever. In my head, it's played by the guy who is in Mad Men, who's like the attractive guy.
Oh,
The main guy?
I don't know if I've
The
seen
main guy in Mad Men, or no, he's in Baby Driver. He's the good looking of the couple.
Oh, the couple? John Hamm.
John Hamm.
Yeah.
He is
Hamm.
he is a
John Hamm.
shoulder length blonde John Hamm.
Do you have a picture of him?
We're gonna pull the picture of John Hamm. Have you seen the new Top Gun?
No.
He
I
just
have
pulls
a,
up
You seen the
the
new Top
Mad
Gun?
Men picture.
You seen the new Top
I
Gun?
mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, the Cyclone, the guy that's the boss.
Yeah, I know who John Hamm is.
Okay. Oh,
I'm
you're
I'm
showing
talking
them.
about
Oh,
for the
yeah,
audience.
yeah. Sorry, I thought it was for you.
No, I know who John Hamm is.
are you asking to pull up a picture of John Hamm in a wig?
John Hamm in a blonde wig.
It
Yeah,
wouldn't
right
be,
now.
It wouldn't be bad.
So you got a very square head.
I have
Which is not a bad
I have the picture from the book that I will show you.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
cool.
That I will just drag over this way.
Oh, it's like Kristoff, but like
But like John Hamm.
Imagine that's John Hamm. John Hamm? John Hamm.
John Hamm.
John Hamm.
yeah, it does look like John Hamm. It's a good call.
That was I also want him to be John Hamm for a reason you'll see very soon.
He just talks very matter of fact.
Very matter of fact. John Hamm.
You see him in the corner, but then you also, like I said, see the 3 Vistani and the barkeep.
I'll walk up to the barkeep.
You walk up to the barkeep, and he's like doing his like cleaning his thing.
Give me a glass.
Hey, you sell rooms?
Huh?
Do you sell rooms to sleep at night?
How many?
1? How big are they?
1.
How big are they?
He puts a key on the desk. A gold.
How big are they?
1.
What if I want 2? What if they're too small?
2. 2
Second
gold.
key.
2 gold's a lot. Didn't you make us a deal? I'll perform.
No.
Sir, is that how you treat a customer? Yeah, all right, 2 gold. And I'll put 2 gold on.
Okay.
say.
And then he sits there, and his hand is like covering the keys. He's probably like a heavier set man with like really bad. He doesn't shave very well, but like you can tell he tried. And then his hair is like slicked over to the side, like stringy, and it shouldn't be this long. And he's like a big white guy,
Dead eyes.
and his hands are still over the keys. And he looks at the gold. And then his hand falls down. The keys are left there. He grabs the gold and like walks over to the side, opens a back door and just like chucks the gold pieces in there, and then closes the door really hard. That just goes.
It's like coffin rot.
And then he turns around, grabs that same glass. You see, all around him are really gross glasses. He grabs that same glass
And cleans it.
and starts cleaning it.
Hey, this is not fun.
I walk up to the bar as well.
I'll walk over
Dude,
to
would these bars or these taverns sell like pantry stuff? regular.
Yeah, I would imagine like a diner bar almost looking kind of space, like your cliche 70s vibes, but like imagine it obviously made of wood, and they like I just like that 70s aesthetic. Like you walk in, there's like the light. Just imagine candles on the wooden area, and then like booths all around, and then like in the corner booth is John Hamm, and then in like kind of the front booth area, there's those three Vistani who are like like having a conversation, and then there's the guy who's just standing at the bar.
So I ask him, "Sir, I'm running a little low on salt. Would you happen to have some I could buy off you?"
You can go to the store.
Alright. Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
So
He doesn't even look at you.
I'm gonna walk up to John Hamm as soon as I get the keys.
Alright,
Okay.
you have the keys.
You get one of the keys, Shovel grab the
Oh
other
yeah,
one.
I'll just grab one.
And he's like holding his glass and he's like spinning it. And he just like dumps it. And then puts it on the ground and shatters in his hand. And he's like, fuck.
Oh.
This guy's on methadone or something.
He's either that or he's really messed up.
Hello, sir.
What's up? How are you?
I'm okay. I'll get closer to him. What's going on right now?
I'm sorry, what? What's going on? Like, you're 4 freaking a.m.
Why
What
are
do
you awake?
I'm looking for help, trying to help get to the oh, it's not my night.
You want to chat again in the morning?
No, we can chat. Sit down here. Here. He's like grabs the bottle of wine and he like pours where there's no glass, and then like pours down on the table and he pours some his way, and then he's like, oh, how rude. Here's, you can have 2 glasses, and he just
No, I'm good.
pushes nothing, and then he just drinks out of the bottle.
What do you need help with, sir?
I'm gonna help. I gotta help my sister, and we're singers. I sing. I'm a baritone. My goal is to get to audition to be in the. You know.
No, I don't. What are you talking about?
In the show.
Oh, there's a show going on.
In the Velaki.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Velaki. How did they say? I don't know how
I
they
think
say
it's
it.
Velaki. What show? There's a show?
I'm gonna grab my charger. Hold on.
I thought you were grabbing
What's a
another bottle of
charger?
wine.
I'm sorry. What?
I didn't know there was a show going on.
Oh, well then
Roll deception.
are you new in town or something?
Yeah, yeah, I'm new. I've never been to Barovia. It's a cool place.
All right. What do you want?
I mean, you look in distress, and I just wanted to make sure everything was okay.
I'm not stressed. Yeah.
Alright, Duncan comes and puts his hand on Thomas's
Thomas is
shoulder.
like, "All right, I'm back."
So you like come over and you see him in the booth, and you just like put his arm on his shoulder.
I'm like, Thomas, why don't you help me set up a room? And
Yeah. I mean, this guy was
There's a guy. This guy. You're a big guy. I need your help. You wanna like what's your
This guy's talking about some opera that exists.
bodyguard? I need somebody to take me. I'm an opera singer.
I didn't know there's an opera.
To this guy named Lucian. I don't know his last name, but he's this maestro, and he's writing a show, and I'm gonna sing in it.
Are you gonna be here tomorrow morning? Later this morning?
Eric, gonna sleep here? Shrug. I'll be right here.
Alright, why don't we talk in the morning? My friends and I are very tired, but I'd be happy to hear you out.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
And I'd recommend a good cup of water if you can find any.
Eric, we got water? No.
I'll give him some of mine for my water skin.
And he's like, what the fuck is that?
It's water.
That's gross.
Wow. I'm going to bed.
It's all right, Thomas. Let's go.
It's just
Yeah,
a
let's go to bed.
sloshed John Ham.
Yeah. And I'm kind of motioned to Shiv.
Now it's 5 in the morning.
Now it's 5. I motioned to Shiv, like, come with us to the same room before you go to your room.
All right.
Nods.
So,
Knowingly.
and then we all go up. I lead them all up to
Yeah.
what our Thomas.
You
and
guys
I's
now
room.
have so Thomas and you have a room, and then Vasilka and Shiv have a room.
Mm-hmm. But we're all in Thomas and I's room first,
Yes.
just
All right.
together. So, and is there a window?
Do you want there to be?
No.
Then you have no window.
Okay.
Switch.
So then I close the door. I take out the last of my salt, and I pour it over the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take my cross out. I turn my Fey blade into a dagger. I stab it on the wall,
Okay.
and I turn to the guys. Okay. Let's talk.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, shoot.
No.
How I have no idea how long it's been going. Okay. All right. Keep going. We're going long.
Okay. Well, and that's where we'll. No.
Zane's gonna end the episode today.
I think that's a good stopping point.
As you guys all gather around, about to discuss what the next day holds, I guess I'll see you in a week. Sorry. So thanks for watching Crow's Curtain Call, and I promise we know what we're doing. Have a great night.